This video is my first attempt at explaining how much strategy affects the spy class. I know most people look to frags when determining how well a spy is playing, or they give up entirely and basically classify the spy as a wildcard class, prone to random bursts of luck. My goal is to get you guys to look past the numbers and really ask yourselves what that spy is doing to help his team. What may look like a lucky turn of events for a team is often precipitated by the play of the invisible man. Oftentimes, a spy's stab is not based on luck, but rather properly playing the percentages and attacking at the enemy's weakest point. In order to fully take advantage of the spy class, therefore, any good spy will need a strategy. When playing one of the three main map types, it is always good to have a general strategy going into the match. Having a strategy, however, is not enough, as you need to know what needs to happen for that strategy to be successful. Outside factors can ruin a great spy strategy and include, but are not limited to, the other team's communication ability, the other team's ping, which specifically refers to the enemy sniper's ping, deathmatch ability of the other team versus your team, and the general map layout. Also, your knowledge of your own team, which includes whether or not your teammates trust you, can be a huge difference between performing well and looking like a fool. Akuma, the enemy spy on this video and on this map and the spy for BPM, was very much focused on the heavy in demo and outfragged me by 5 kills on the heavy and 2 kills on the demo at the end of 3 rounds. He also got 2 more frags than me and did a total of 4,000 more damage than myself for a total of 9,800 damage. However, his team still lost 4 rounds in a row. The reason behind what would seem like a huge advantage for the other team is that me and Akuma's strategy varied significantly from one another. The reason for our strategy difference, outside of my choice of running Deadringer 95% of the time, is that I knew I could trust my demo man and my heavy to take advantage of the openings I created through my knowledge of the map and my knowledge of the enemy's team's position. I knew these openings were going to be available to me because of the way King of the Hill maps work and rewarding aggression from the spy. At the end of this video, I wanted to go over the logs and generally describe how my play affected my teammates and helped us win the map. So here we go, guys, and I want to say that in this video, the first 2 rounds there was no problems. In the 3rd round, the enemy team lost someone, so it wasn't really fair for some of the statistics in the logs, but mostly this is a representation of it, I think. Anyway, here I'm trying to be aggressive. I want to see if I can get an easy pick on the heavy right here, and don't see it, so I just continue to go in, and now I'm trying to go to the balcony to get the sniper. That's my main concern, but I see the scouts right there. I don't want to decloak next to them, decloak in the corner so they don't hear me. They can still see me, obviously, but they don't turn that direction, so I get a little lucky there. But again, this King of the Hill maps always reward aggression, so you always want to be as aggressive as possible. Here, we lost the mid, but my teammates' aggression allowed for the medic to backpedal right into me. It's part random luck, part of it I had the height advantage, and I was really well positioned there. Also, I was looking for the sniper, so I was doing multiple things there. It turns out I get a medic pick. So it's nice, and now I'm going back to the sniper, because I know he can shut down pretty much any push, because if the medic's forced to pop as soon as he goes across the point, it makes the Uber a lot less effective. And so I see the sniper here, we have a little DM battle, I win it. He misses his headshots, he goes in for the melee, doesn't work out. That was also a screw up on my part, because I only had 4 bullets loaded instead of 6, so basically a little screw up on my part that could have cost me my life, actually, against a different sniper. So here the medic mistakenly does it and heals me, put a little damage on him. I call it out to my team. They become aggressive a little bit on the left. They're getting they got height advantage on the enemy team. I just destroyed the dispenser. They lost a ton of healing from that. And the heavy's pretty much caught out right now, and I'm calling him as lit. So now he has to run away because he's sandwiched between both of us. And I'm not even being, there's nothing going after me right now. So basically, I'm providing information to my team. I'm doing damage to the enemy heavy and forcing him to put himself in a bad position. Killed the medic, killed the pyro, killed the sniper, and I was still alive on the balcony for a long period of time. So it's kind of like, in that situation, you can see how rewarding this kind of Dead Ringer gameplay can be. Obviously, that doesn't happen every round, but here, again, I'm trying to be aggressive as possible. And this time, the pyro backs off like he's looking for me. I don't know if his team is telling him to do that or if he's just doing it. So I say, okay, if you're not going to give me that, I'm going to have to go for something I don't want to do, but the heavy's back's, to me, and I see that it's an easy kill, and especially in a pug environment where they're not going to be communicating as well, I say, might as well go for it. I also see in the bathhouse that you got a lot of flank there, so I see the soldiers there. We're putting some damage on them. They're really controlling it well. I say you guys need to take care of that because the soldier's going to jump the medic soon, so you need to make sure you cut off that right flank. And they do. Scout does a great job at doing it. And we have another scout trapped in there. I'm not sure if he dies or not, but anyway, we're going in, and this is my 3rd life now. And the first life was really well. The second life, it was all right. I got the heavy, but not really what life I really wanted. But they shut down my aggression. Their Akuma does a lot of good work for his team, kills the heavy. I can't let that affect my gameplay though. I got to go back to my strategy, which is take care of the sniper, give my teams opportunities to make plays on their own, and not try and make the big plays like Akuma's doing. So here again, my team's already on the point. Sniper's not around. I guess we got him, and now I'm just setting myself up for a good position on the enemy team. Here they're not even looking at me. I see I can get an easy kill on the demo. Again, maybe wouldn't happen in a real match. They might look for me a little bit more. Still, it's a great position for me no matter what. Call out the heavy to Dill. That heavy has a great position, and Dill still kills him, but then Dill does enough damage to him so that we do take him out. And the scout there died at the mini sentry. I didn't want to take any bullets for him because I saw that the NG was still on point, and I thought he was going to turn around as soon as the mini sentry fire started hitting someone, but he didn't. So here now I take care of the mini sentry. See the telly, take care of that. Heavy sees me, doesn't matter. Got the health pack, and now I'm going back to the balcony, try and take care of that sniper threat. See everybody there. Luckily there's some ammo there to get away. They don't hear me. And now I give it a few seconds to develop because I know that I decloaked pretty rapidly after I let the dead ringer come off. So I want to give them time to set up and forget about me. Here, Yanji puts a mini sentry up. Medic's still there on the left. I'm calling this out to my team, obviously. I go in for a big pick. I thought I got the medic there. I guess I missed him a little bit. Missed the demo, so missed opportunities there. It happens sometimes. You just gotta, get used to it, and you can't let it affect you. You can't just then go back in saying, "Oh, I'll try and get it this time," because they're gonna be much more aware, and you've lost your opportunity at that point. Here, see the medic, and you go back in now with full dead ring. You're not really worried about it. Putting pressure on the med. He was about to use crits. I saw that. I called it out to my team as well, and take down the med. I think Kuma might have stabbed me there. I'm not sure exactly, but that was bad on him because now I saw the Inviswatch and I see he's going bathhouse, so I called him out. I'm not sure if my team killed him, but it's going to make his life a lot more miserable. So here comes the sniper up here, counter him again. He can't do any work for his team, and that's really, really hurting his team right now because we just take the point for free basically every time. We can just take that, little area, and it's not even much of an issue. So yeah, I mean, it's just, this is strategy right here. It's strategy 101. I'm not overextending myself until I have an easy shot at the medic or, they're not turning around often. But you can study them from up here if they don't see you long enough. So here's the heavy. Put some damage on him. He's worried about me. He's not even getting to the point when he needs to. 0 seconds on the clock, we win. Just textbook strategy, doing things easily, not overextending yourself, and really letting things mature on their own. Is what I'm trying to do there, and that's mainly because I can trust my team to get things done. So let's get to these logs here. Again, the third round doesn't really count, so you subtract a few kills here or there. But I want to show you the different trends here. First, if you look at Kuma, he had 24 kills, but look at the deaths. 24 deaths compared to 9 deaths from me. That means that I'm up more than double the time he's going to be up because of the dead ringer survivability, but also because of my positioning and the way I do it, which means that no matter what, I'm giving more information than he is, just because he's dying so often. He's getting a lot of good picks, he's getting a lot of heavy picks, he's getting a lot of demo picks, but he's dying so often that his team doesn't know what's going on, even if he wanted to communicate. So that's his strategy, though. He's saying, I think this heavy pick is big. I think this demo pick's big. I think that these guys control the team, and that our demo and our heavy need help against these guys, is what Akuma's saying, basically. And I can't really fault him for that at all, really. I feel our demo and our heavy were actually, doing a lot of work, and you can see up there they did. Even though they were getting killed by Akuma a few times, they were still, besides Akuma, pretty much no one else was killing them. So, again, it's a decent strategy by Akuma. I just... for me, I felt that shutting down the sniper is a much bigger responsibility for the spy, simply because the sniper determines a lot of pushes. If the sniper's up on the enemy team's balcony, if you're pushing in, then you better have your sniper up, because if you have no one to counter snipe and that sniper is just let loose, he can throw off 3 headshots if he's good enough right in a row. I mean, what you want, basically, if it's a team versus team push and you need to push, you need to have your sniper up against the enemy sniper. Or, like I was doing, you just keep the enemy sniper down. If you look at the stats here, their sniper died 20 times compared to 10 times for our sniper, which is just huge. I mean, our sniper's up a lot more often. If you take the damage difference between them. He did 9,400 damage. Their sniper did 6,627 damage. It's about 3,000 damage difference. So the 4,000 damage difference between me and Akuma evaporates pretty much instantly if you just compare the sniper's stats. And as we know, it's not just the sniper stats that are improving, it's the entire team stats that are improving. So that's pretty much my first argument on strategically why my strategy worked, basically. It's because I enhanced the gameplay of the other sniper. He didn't need to worry about Jimmy being up all the time because he had 20 deaths. He was always dead. So he was able to do a lot more work for the team. My other argument here is that by staying alive so often, you're just given more opportunities. It's just a de facto thing. You can look at the enemy team for longer, learn their habits, see if they're turning around often enough, and then when you decide to, you can just go in from that balcony. Yes, better teams will look for you there. Yes, they'll send scouts and all this other shit at you, but at the same time, if you're good enough, you can see it coming and you can adjust to that. So staying alive a lot longer gives a ton of benefits that you may not realize. And if we actually looked at the kills, I actually had 4 medic picks, I think, compared to Akuma's 1 medic pick. So I top fragged on the medic while Akuma didn't have those opportunities. And again, the difference is I can stay around long enough to find that opportunity on the medic. When my team needs it and is pushing aggressively, I can be behind the medic and ready to kill him because he'll have to choose between engaging me and engaging my team, and oftentimes my team will already have an advantage since our sniper's still up and theirs isn't. So again, you're forcing the medic to put himself in a position that he doesn't want to be in, and it's going to aggravate him and it's going to take him off his game. I don't want to make it seem like my style is simple to do either, though. I'm saying that it's logical, it can be done, but I don't want to make it seem like it's just simple to do against any other team. It's not, because a lot of times if they're aggressive against you, if they send a scout at you with milk and they send, they start really looking for you, you're not going to be able to do as much as you want to do. It's going to be that the enemy spy is still getting picks, he's still getting the medic picks, he's still getting the heavy picks, while you're running for your life from the scout, from the pyro, from whatever it is, right? So it's not a simple, give and take here. It could easily have been that they sent multiple people after me and I can't do anything except, run and gun, basically. The thing is, if they're doing that and you're a dead ringer spy, what you want to do is you want to put them in a position where your team can easily kill them. So if you're running away, you might want to put them at the top of the balcony when you know your sniper's up and theirs isn't. So, your team can get an easy one. Or maybe if you're running down a long corridor and you open up a grate or something like that, or a door, you're basically, you can tell your team, I'm baiting them all, they're coming right after me. And your team can work off that to better improve your position, allow you to get back to spy. Because if they get baited enough, they're going to stop pursuing you as well. So it becomes very complicated when you compare the two styles. It's very easy for my style not to work if my team doesn't believe in it, or if I'm having a bad day and I'm saying I just want to go in there and gun down a guy, especially if the other team is out DMing our team, then it just becomes a huge problem for that. And I could have a few bad lives and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And again, a lot of times it comes down to keeping a clear mental state and saying what you want to do and if you can do it or not, and not letting all this emotion get in the way and all this other stuff get in the way. You want to keep on trying to find new opportunities and not get lazy about it, because as you can see, you can easily get lazy with this build. You can say I'm immune to fire, I can shoot the guys a few times, and you may still get a ton of kills, but maybe your kills aren't as effective, or maybe they're not killing the right people, or maybe you're getting last hits on people that would have died anyway. You have to always be your toughest critic when looking at this kind of stuff. So anyway, this is my first video, and I didn't want it to go too long, but I wanted to kind of give you guys a view of kind of how much strategy goes into this, and what the kind of battle is now between Dead Ringer spies and Invisitwatch spies. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to try and do more videos, probably a CP5 video and a payload video. So thanks for watching, guys.